Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. Bhagavan's Tirunama is one of the way to attain mukti. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this to Arjuna. What is the basis of our living? We all need some guide to live. There are three layers Bhagavan has actually provided. First one is Veda, which is the prominent guide, the way we need to actually live. Vedas are very difficult to understand, and it is also having a lot of interpretations. To explain that, we had Vedanta. Vedanta is full of philosophy, which gives us the context of that Veda. Veda will say, Annam Bhagu Kuruvita, Annanna Nindya. This is what Veda will say. Vedanta will give us the philosophy of why we need to increase the Annam, why we need to serve this to everybody, why we need to actually make sure that Annam is not different, Bhagavan is not different. Both are same. Then came Itikasa and Purana. Itikasa means the story is happening at the time of Avatar. Purana means the story is written after the Avatar. There are 18 Puranas, 6 Satvika Purana, 6 Rajasa Purana, 6 Tamasa Purana. These Puranas came when Brahma is in Satvika, and 6 came when he is in Rajasa or very angry. 6 came when he is Tamasa or very lazy. Itikasam is Ramayana and Mahabharata. Vedavyasa written Mahabharata and Valmiki written Ramayana during Rama and Krishna were there, during the Avatar itself. So, why Purana and Itikasa came is, Veda told a verse, Vedanta told it as a philosophy. To demonstrate that as a drama, Rama, Krishna, Varaha, Narsimha, everybody came. Bhagavan in this Tirunamam, which is 265th Tirunamam, he is called Shruti Shagara. Shruti Shagara means he is not different, Veda is not different. In this 3 layer, Bhagavan demonstrates Vedanta. Vedanta as a philosophy tells what Veda actually says. So Veda is the base. There are 4 Vedas, Rig, Yajur, Sama, Atharvana. All these 4 Vedas are actually made as a base. So very importantly, we need to understand what Veda actually says, and we need to live as per Vedic principle. Sanatana Dharmam is all about the principles, and all these principles are derived from Vedas. These 4 Vedas define a human being, define who we are. If we are not living as per Veda, if we are not actually understanding the Vedanta, it is very difficult for us to live ethically. Today the ethics have come down very less. Kali Yuga is meant to be the ethically very lesser Yuga. Dwapara Yuga, it came down. Krita Yuga, it was there. Then in Treta Yuga, it was much there. So the ethical practice comes down by Yuga. We are in Kali Yuga, where the ethical practice are very less. There are 4 lakh years in Kali Yuga. We are only in the 5000th year. Think of it. Currently itself the ethical values are very less. As the day progress, as the yuga progress, it is going to deteriorate more. So it is very important for us to tell us and the next generation what is the Vedic principle and what is Veda is all about. For us to tell, someone has to give it from inside, correct? That is nothing but Bhagavan. He is called Shruti Sakara. Veda is called Shruti and Vedanta is called Smriti in Sanskrit. So Shruti, Smriti. Bhagavan is called Shruti Sakaram. Sakaram is nothing but a big ocean. Shruti is itself is a big ocean. Shruti only talks about Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. Akarartho Vishnuhu. He says Akaram, which is A, U, Ma. Om is a combination of these three words. Om Hari Om is when we start our Veda or any Pashura. Om, A, U, Ma. Of that A, Akarartho Vishnuhu. Akaram is only told for Vishnu. So Veda actually says for Vishnu. Bhagavan is a like Veda itself. Bhagavan is Veda. He is a Veda Shakara or Shruti Shakara. He talks about Veda and it is very important for us to understand the Veda and stand by that and then live by that particular principle. That is why he is called Shruti Sagara. So every Vedic words speaks about Narayana, Sriman Narayana. Now, the next 266th Tirunamam is all about Subhuja. Subhuja is a very interesting Tirunamam. As it is written over here, Bhagavan has auspicious arms which are ever don't bend to anybody, and it also takes the burden of the people who seek refuge within him. Very, very interesting, right? It doesn't bend for anybody. He doesn't need to bend for, he has all the capacity to actually take our burden. We all have a burden, maybe physically, maybe mentally, maybe the way we live our life. The burden will always be there because these burdens are nothing but our own karma. The karma we do in our past janmas and the karma which we are doing in current janmas. Maybe good karma, maybe bad karma. Karma itself is not bad. Karma is an action. Whatever you do, today you go to a temple, it is a karma, which is a good karma. Today you tell a lie, it is a karma, it is a bad karma. So karma is an action. Whether you do it ethically, that is what we spoke about, doing by Vedic principles. When you do by Vedic principles, all karma becomes good karma. Then when we do without Vedic principle, it becomes bad karma. So these burdens are nothing but our own karma. And we actually take it by as a baggage. How to take it as a baggage? We need so many things, right? We do every action, maybe a good action, maybe a bad action. Today I sit and speak, it is an action. Maybe it's a good action. Today you listen to this, it is an action. Maybe it is a good action. So we do actions. This burden keeps on growing. There needs to be someone who we need to take our burden, right? The very interesting thing here is we cannot share this with our spouse, we cannot share this with our kids, we cannot share this with our parents, with our friends, we cannot do everything because everybody has their own karma. Every jivatma is different. We may be relatives, we may be friends, but we cannot share our own karma. Today I did a good karma, let my wife actually take that, it can't happen. Today she did a good karma, let me take that, it can't happen. It is maybe a wife, maybe a husband, maybe parents. It cannot be shared at all. Then who is there to share our burden? Bhagavan Sri Krishna is there for everybody to share our burden. Everybody has a burden. When we go tell him, he shares it with us. He gives us the refuge. That is why he is actually called Subhuja. Today we spoke about Vedic principle. Today we spoke about the karma out of that particular Vedic principle, and if there are any bad karmas, if we have done in our this janma or the previous janma, there needs to be someone to share our burden. There needs to be someone to make us strong to lift that particular burden. That is why he is called Subhaja. Then Bhagavan actually helps us to come out of that burden itself. How we can come out, we will see in the upcoming discourse. Jai Shri Krishna.